Namaste students, welcome to RH Chemistry. Today's JEE Main 2020 series, best questions from previous year papers I have considered, that is the chapter from structure of atom. So definitely these are very interesting, very important questions that I have taken. Fine, Andre, in these questions remember you have to understand in what way we have to think, that is very important here. So thinking is very important in this particular case. That I am going to teach you in this particular series, remember. So now, first question if you say, if P is the momentum of the fastest electron ejected from a metal surface after irradiation of the light having wavelength lambda, then for 1.5 P means momentum of the photoelectron, the wavelength of the light should be. Here kinetic energy, assume that it is very important, remember. Assume that kinetic energy of the ejected electron is to be very high in comparison to the work function. Which means here we have to relate this wavelength and the kinetic energy. Remember. So hence, so here we know that the relationship between the kinetic energy and the wavelength. Correct? First we have to say kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. That we know that. Correct? So what they have given, kinetic energy, this is h nu naught is nothing but work function. Correct? Kinetic energy is more than h nu naught. Remember, the meaning is that it means that h nu naught is negligible. What is the meaning? H nu naught is negligible, which means this part whatever you are seeing h nu minus h nu naught we can eliminate from this because it is negligible. Hence what you can write is kinetic energy is equal to h nu is equal to hc divided by lambda. So this we can consider. Now in this particular case we have to relate this with what? Momentum, remember, because momentum is given here. Correct? Momentum is given. To relate this to the momentum, remember, we need the help of m into v equation because momentum is equal to what? So momentum P is equal to, we know that m into v. Correct? So m into v we know, we want. So now clearly you can see here, very clearly I will tell you, in this particular case, kinetic energy is equal to half into mv square is equal to hc by lambda. We need m into v, kinetic, this momentum, correct? So for that what we will do it here, see correctly, multiply both side m, multiply by both side m, remember. So I will write 1 by 2 m square v square is equal to hc by lambda into m. It's a very important step. These are the steps you have to know, remember, in the exam, where we have to multiply, where we have to consider that case. See, now we need m into v. Correct? M into v is equal to p. So that m square into v square, what I will write? P square I will write. Half into p square I will write is equal to, so in this particular case, hc divided by lambda into m. Now we will remove all the constants, remember. See, half is constant, h is constant, c is constant, m is constant. Correct? M is constant. Hence I can write this relationship as lambda is equal to 1 by p square. Correct? Can I write this? Yes. See, hc by lambda, h constant, c constant, m constant. So lambda is equal to 1 by p square I have considered. Now what they have asked, the relationship between the lambda. So hence the next step is, remember, we have to go for lambda 2 divided by lambda 1 is equal to P1 divided by P2 to the power square. Why I have taken? Because we want the ratio. Ratio means I have to consider lambda 2 by lambda 1. Because they are asking the same thing here. Moment of the electron, the wavelength of the light should be. Right? So lambda 2 they are asking. Lambda 1 they have given. So hence remember, like this we have considered. Now lambda 2 by lambda 1 is equal to P1 by P2 to the power 2. So P1 by P2. What is P2? 1.5 P. See, P1 is P. What is P2? 1.5 P. So hence I will write this as lambda 2 divided by lambda 1 is equal to P divided by 1.5 P square. See, P get cancelled. 1.5 I can write like this. See, can you agree with me? Is equal to 2 by 3 whole square. 1.5 denominator 1.5 means 3 by 2. So 3 by 2, 2 by 3 it becomes 2 by 3. So to the power 2. Hence the answer for this is, remember, lambda 2 by lambda 1 is equal to, so 2 by 3 whole square means 4 divided by 9, right? 4 by 9 lambda. So 4 by 9 where it is there? Answer is A. Answer is A. See, in what way we have to think, that is very important. So first I have considered kinetic energy. What they have given, kinetic energy ejected electron very high in comparison to work function. Hence I have considered like this. Then important assumption is that h nu unit you have to leave it. See, you can ask, sir, why you have to leave? If you don't leave, you will never get the answer. Then you have to leave, no? Yes, like this you have to think. The answer for this question is A. So read the question, see the option. So definitely you will understand. Then second question. The graph between psi square against r is shown below. This represents, see, this is the graph given. 1s, 2p, 3s, 2s is given. First you have to remember what is psi square. Psi square is nothing but probability density. Probability density of electron, which means this indicates the probability of finding the electron density. Definitely we know that whenever at radius 0 at the nucleus, maximum you can see psi square, maximum psi square. As the radius increases, psi square slowly decreases, andre probability density slowly decreases and reaches this 0. It is nothing but a node. Remember, this is also what is called as node. When this line touches x-axis or radius axis, this is node. Node is nothing but probability of finding the electron is 0 at that place. So one node is present in this case. So one node is present, and also another hint is that at 0 radius probability is very, very high. Then definitely answer for this question should be, so remember, in this particular case, one node is there means 2s should be the answer. Definitely one node is given means 2s should be the answer. Then how that 1s looks, I will show you all those graphs here. See, 1s looks like this. Andre, if the question is asked on such case, it should be helpful for you. See, 1s always looks like this. So psi square against r. Then how this 2p looks? See, 2p looks like this. Remember, psi square against r. It is also there in the textbook also. You can refer. So here what that will happen is, in case of the 2p, so it will start from here and like this. So 2p. So in case of 3s, what will happen? So 3s, 2 nodes are obtained, right? So 2 nodes, psi square against r. So 2 nodes you are going to get like this, remember. So first it will touch us, then increases, then once again touch, then increases, then decreases. So like this. So this is 2 nodes, here 1 node and here 1 node, that is 3s. So like this, remember, 3p, if you take it is 2p. 3p if they give, remember, 3p if they give, the graph is like this. 3p if they give, I will show you like this, see. So like this, first it will touch here, then increases, then decreases. So 2 nodes, this is 1 node and this is 1 node. One thing you remember, for s orbital, always maximum density to decreases. But p orbital, minimum to increases to maximum, then it decreases once again. That is the hint in this particular case. Remember, very important. Second question, the answer is like this. Then third one, the ratio of shortest wavelength of 2 spectral lines of hydrogen spectrum is found to be about 9. So the spectral lines are, one thing you remember, for shortest wavelength, I told you this in the synopsis part. The notes are available in the description box, you can download. So for shortest wavelength, remember, n2 should be infinity. For shortest wavelength, n2 should be infinity. That one thing you have to remember. So ratio of shortest wavelength they have given, but first we will see the relationship. See, Rydberg's equation, what it says in terms of lambda, 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. See the shortcut very carefully. Here RH is constant, correct? RH is constant, hence I can write this equation as 1 by lambda proportional to 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now we will make our job so easy that when n2 is infinity, 1 by infinity square is equal to 0, which means this total unit become equal to 0. Hence I can write this as, very carefully you see, 1 by lambda. I can write this as proportional to 1 by n1 square. Correct? Do you agree with me? Because in every case, remember, shortest only they are asking. So n2 is infinity. Definitely this unit becomes 0. Hence remember 1 by lambda directly proportional to 1 by n1 square. Now we'll take the relationship whatever they have given. Whatever they have given, that relationship we'll consider. So this only if I write like this, if I take 2 lambda ratio, then I will write like this. Lambda 1 divided by lambda 2 is equal to, see, n of the first line. So n of the first means anyone, remember, not only first, n means anyone. So into divided by n of the second square to the power whole square also you can write, like this also you can write. See, let me explain. For first option we will take lambda. So I will take lambda of Lyman, lambda L divided by lambda P, correct? So is equal to, see, lambda L divided by lambda P we have taken. Lambda Lyman means remember N1 is 1. Remember N1 is 1. So one thing you remember, N1 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, bracket series and P fund series. Right? Lyman N1 is equal to 1. So that remember N1 is equal to 1. So 1 square divided by P. Paschen is how much? 3. So 3 squared is equal to 1 by 9. 1 by 9. So definitely the answer should be A only because they have given 9. Now see 9, 1 by 9. Why you have taken 9 then? See, one thing you remember here, they have not given ratio of Lyman to Paschen or Paschen to Lyman. So anyone you have to get it as a 1 by 9 or 9. That should be the answer. So because in case of the B, what happens I will tell you. B you can see lambda of bracket divided by lambda of fund PF anta baritini. So fund is equal to, see, lambda of bracket is remember 4 square. I will write 16 divided by fund is 5, right? 5 means 25. Directly I have written. This is the option. 16 by 25, 9 you will never get. So option number C. C you can see Paschen and P fund. Lambda of Paschen divided by lambda of P fund. Paschen you can see 3 square is 9. Paschen P fund is 5 square is 25. Definitely you will never get 9 by 25 is equal to 9. So option D. See, lambda of Balmer divided by lambda of bracket. Lambda of Balmer is equal to, remember Balmer is 2 square, bracket is 4, 16. So 4 is 16, 4 by 16, nothing but 1 by 4. You will never get the answer anywhere. This should be the answer. So answer for this question is A. See, whenever the thing is given like this, you have to think in that way. See, I am not telling that this same question is going to repeat in the next exam. But the way of thinking is very important. When it is given, you think RH is constant, making that as a proportional. So N2 is infinity means removing this 1 by N2 square. All these are the each steps we have to learn so many things. Remember, hence I have taken these 10 questions. Yes. Fourth one. The electrons are more likely to be found in. Electrons are more likely to be found in. See, this is the wave nature is given. See, one thing you remember, this is nothing but the node where probability of finding the electron is 0. Node is, the probability of finding the electron is 0. Hence, remember, wherever B is there, you will never get. Correct? So remember, this is the area where the electron probability is maximum. This is the area where electron probability is maximum. Then definitely A and C should be the answer. So in a region A and C, you are going to get the answer. Then fifth one. See, fifth one you can see in the ground state of energy of hydrogen atom is given minus 13.6 electron volt. The energy of the second excited state of the He plus ion in electron volt is. See, very important thing is, see, we know the formula. Formula we have E of He plus if I take minus RH into Z square divided by N square. So RH value minus 13.6. 13.6 into electron volt we want to answer. So into Z square, helium Z is equal to 2 for helium, remember, correct? So 2 square is 4 divided by N square. See, N is very important. See, second excited state. Generally remember, second excited state means N is equal to 2 you will take, but it is wrong. Because this is ground state, N is equal to 1. This is first excited state, N is equal to 2. This is second excited state, N is equal to 3. Remember that, very important point. So first excited state means ground state and N is equal to 0 alla. It is not 0, it is 1 minimum. So first excited state is 2, second excited state is 3. Because of that reason, remember, in this case, N is equal to 3 is the correct one. 3 means I will write it as 3 square 9. So 4 by 9. Right? So now how to simplify? Very simple. You can see 9 ones are, so 9 ones are 9. So 4 is left. 46 means 1.5. 9 5 is a 45. 1.54 is how much is the answer? 1.54 is so answer is 6. So answer for this particular question should be 6 here, 6.04. Your mathematical skill should be very fast. Remember that important point. Then sixth question. Heat treatment of muscular pain involves radiation of wavelength of about 900 nanometer. Which spectral line of hydrogen atom suitable for this purpose? RH value they have given, H value they have given, C value they have given. Generally all this constant value they will mention it. But if they don't mention also, we have to able to tell that particular this value. Hence you have to remember those values, remember that. Right. So what they are asking, which spectral line, which respect to 900 wavelength. Then what you have to calculate, 900 nanometer wavelength means which corresponds to what is the N1 value and what is the N2 value we have to know. Again, we think from the basic thing. Basic thing is what? So 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square into Z square. Z for hydrogen is 1. Hence we will remove this Z. Now we required N1 N2 means we will keep this as it is. Right? 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square is equal to, I will write this as 1 divided by lambda into RH. RH means Rydberg's constant, not RH chemistry. Remember that. So 1 divided by lambda into RH. Correct? 1 divided by lambda into RH means, I will tell you, 1 divided by lambda value is 900 nanometer. I will write this as, remember, 9 into 10 to the power 2, 900. Correct? So 9 into 10 to the power 2 into nanometer means 10 to the power minus 9. Correct? Minus 9. So this is in meter. Hence, this also I will take it in the meter. I will take it in the meter as 10 to the power 7. Because 10 to the power 5 per centimeter, 10 to the power 7 per meter it is. Per meter. So that meter get cancelled, remember. So you have to take it in that as a meter. So this is also in meter. So I will write as 10 to the power 7 here. 10 to the power 7. 2 minus 9 is 7 and 7 get cancelled, remember. So minus 2 minus 9 is minus 7 plus 7 get cancelled. Right? 1 by 9 is the answer. Which means 1 by 9 is equal to 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Right? Now you go on putting the value. 1 by 9 when you will get, that you have to see. See in the first option A. First option A I will see 1 by, see lowest is 3 square, 9 minus 1 by 5 square, that is 25. So next calculation is not necessary at all because you will never get 25 minus 16 divided by 25 nines I will get. So you will never get the answer. A is wrong. So don't calculate the whole thing because this is, you are in the exam hall, remember, you don't have time to do that. After coming from the exam hall, after going to your house or the room, you can calculate that. See, option B. Option B you can see infinity to 3. So 1 by 3 square means 9 minus 1 by infinity is 0, which is equal to 1 by 9. So definitely 1 by 9 we want. Answer is what? So answer is B only. See, it is 1 by 1 we will get. So 1 by 4 we will get. So 1 by 9 we want. So answer should be B. See, like this. Within 2 minutes, you can definitely solve this question in the JEE exam. Remember that point, my dear students. How to solve, I have explained. Go through once again if you are not understood. Then, another important question. The de Broglie's wavelength associated with the photoelectrons varies with the frequency of the incident radiation as. See, photoelectron here given and de Broglie's wavelength relationship it is given. So here, then remember, we have to derive the relation between kinetic energy of the photoelectron and de Broglie's wavelength. So this is de Broglie's wavelength. Then only we are going to get the answer. See, sometime remember, you can remember this directly. So lambda is equal to, if you are perfect with the synopsis part, then definitely you can write it directly. Lambda is equal to h divided by root of 2m into kinetic energy. Fine, if you don't know this also, we'll simplify this. See, we know that lambda is equal to h by mv. Kinetic energy is equal to, I will explain in detail here. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Correct? Half mv square. In this particular case, what we will do, we will convert this into mv. This into mv, so that we will substitute that mv here. See, in this case, so multiply with m now. Multiply with m mass. So what we will get? M into kinetic energy. Both sides you have to multiply. 1 by 2 into m square v square. Correct? So this is nothing but m square v square is equal to here 2 into kinetic energy into mass. Correct? Now mv is equal to what? mv is equal to root of 2 into kinetic energy into m. You substitute this here. So what you got? This only. Correct? When you substitute this here, you are going to get h divided by root of 2m into kinetic energy. Now we know that kinetic energy is equal to what? H nu minus h nu naught. So photoelectron here they have given. So hence, now you substitute this here. So lambda is equal to h divided by root of 2 into m into h nu minus h nu naught. H nu minus h nu naught. Now what all these constant? Remember constant. H is constant. See, what all these are constant? H is constant, 2m is constant mass, then both side h is there, everything is constant. Then remaining is what? Lambda is equal to, lambda proportional to 1 divided by nu minus nu naught, right? Root of nu minus nu naught. Root of nu minus nu naught is nothing but nu minus nu naught to the power half. So the answer for this question should be D. Like this we can solve this particular question. Very important, remember. Then 8th one. If de Broglie's wavelength of the electron in the nth Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom is equal to 1.5 pi into a naught. A naught is Bohr's radius. What is the value of n divided by z? See, n divided by z they are asking. Once again here you have to equate de Broglie's wavelength with the radius. Remember. So if you see my last this neat booster of structure of atom, there I have derived that particular equation, that is 2 pi r is equal to n lambda. You can remember that directly, or I will solve that once again. If you are not seen also, no problem. Lambda is equal to h divided by mv. So according to Bohr's equation, mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. nh by 2 pi. Now you substitute this mv. mv is equal to h divided by lambda. So substitute this mv is equal to h divided by lambda in this equation. What will happen? So h divided by lambda into r is equal to nh by 2 pi. So h get cancelled. So you are going to end up with 2 pi r is equal to n lambda. This much you got. Correct? Now remember the formula. R is equal to a naught into n square divided by z. Correct? A naught into n square divided by z you got, right? This you substitute in this particular equation, so that we are going to get 2 pi into A naught into n square divided by z is equal to n into lambda. So that what is get cancelled? N and n get cancelled. Correct? Now lambda value you put. Lambda value how much? 1.5 pi into a naught. You substitute that. So I will write like this. 2 pi a naught divided by z is equal to, here lambda value is 1.5 pi a naught. So pi a naught gets cancelled. Correct? So I will write it as, see here one n is there. Right? So n is there. Pi a naught, pi get cancelled. Now n divided by z is equal to, they want that only. N divided by z is equal to 1.5 divided by what? 2 is equal to what? 0.75. Right? So the answer for this question is B. See, it looks to be very simple question. There is nothing, some more extra concept we have learnt. Already we have learnt what is de Broglie's equation, what is the angular momentum of the electron in the Bohr orbit. Just you have to equate and think in different way. That is very important, which is needed in this particular case. Right? So, fine. So, ninth one. The correct set of quantum number for rubidium. Rubidium configuration is, remember, already 37 is given. 37 means you have to remember it like this. So, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium. Right? So, here hydrogen is 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, which means 5s1 is the answer. 5s1 means 5, right? S means L is equal to 0 for s orbital. So, this one and this one left. Then 0 when it is L, M never be equal to 1. Definitely the answer for this question should be A. Like this you have to solve. So for this also, if you have not seen my detailed quantum number concept, very important for the exam point of view, quantum number concept, if you have not seen, please you have to go through that chapter. That link is given in the I button also, and also in the at the end of the video I will give. Now, a gas absorbs photon of 355 nanometer and emits at two different wavelengths. If the one of the emission is at 680 nanometer, the other is at which nanometer they are asking. So it was also asked question, remember, very important. Direct formula here we will write. Always you remember one important thing. So energy of the total energy is equal to E1 plus E2. Always remember that. When I consider E is equal to h nu or is equal to hc by lambda. So this E is equal to, I will write it as, so E is equal to nothing but directly I will write E is equal to hc by lambda. hc divided by lambda is equal to, lambda is given, hence I have taken wavelength. E1 is nothing but hc divided by lambda 1 plus E2 is nothing but hc divided by lambda 2. Now when you remove this hc out, common, so 1 by lambda 1 plus 1 by lambda 2. Correct? hc get cancelled. Hence the equation become, remember, 1 by lambda is equal to, so 1 by lambda 1 plus 1 by lambda 2. So that I will write it as lambda 2 plus lambda 1 divided by lambda 1 into lambda 2. Right? Now you substitute. So what you have to substitute? Lambda is equal to how much? So in this particular case, 355 nanometer. So they have given 355. Lambda 1 is 680. They are asking lambda 2. Right? So 1 by 355 is equal to lambda 2 is, remember, so in this particular case, lambda 2 we need, right? We will see that lambda 2 is equal to lambda 2, directly I will write, plus lambda 1 is 680 divided by lambda 1 is 680 into lambda 2. You have to calculate. Instead of that, we will do like this. This is time consuming, best. Yes. Now you can see, instead of doing like this, because once again we will get the large equation. So 1 by lambda is equal to 1 by lambda 1 plus 1 by lambda 2 you consider. So 1 by lambda 2 is equal to 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda 1 if you do. So that 1 by lambda 2 is equal to lambda 1 minus lambda divided by lambda into lambda 1. So that lambda 2 you can write it as. So that lambda 2 you can write in this particular as, so lambda 1 into lambda divided by lambda 1 minus lambda. Right? So now you will get it as, in this particular case, So lambda 1 is 680 into, so 355 divided by 680 minus 355. Now if you simplify this, you are going to get the answer it as around, remember, 742.77 as answer. So hence nanometer. So you are going to get the answer as C in this particular case. So this is about 10th question, and these are the 10 questions in JEE Main today's class. So in the next class I will come up with another important chapter. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.